All right, it's not actually the sun god, but it sure looks like it. Checking out the Idol Helios this week on 10 Pin Life. What is up, you guys? Welcome to 10 Pin Life. My name is Ben, and in this video we are checking out the new Roto Grip Idol Helios. If you are new to the channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your friends so that they can see how good this new Idol Helios is. And before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I want to throw out two big shout outs. First, to everyone here at Weston Lanes for being so accommodating, and also to the guys over at Striking Edge Pro Shop for helping me get this ball laid out and punched up and added into my arsenal. If you need anything Pro Shop related here in the state of Wisconsin, please be sure to check them out. I have a link to their contact information in the description below. So the Helios, it is basically the sequel to the original Idol. I know that there have been 3 other Idols in between this one and that one, but let's be honest, this is the closest to the original Idol that Roto Grip has released since then. The Idol Pro is a much different shape. The Synergy and the Pearl obviously were pretty shiny. So this one is gonna have a very similar shape to the original purple Idol, but it seems to me that it's just got a little bit more. So what we did with this layout was we did a 5x5 by 2 3/4 with a 2LS system, so a little bit more length. We did cut the differential down just a little bit. So we're gonna compare this ball to the Zen Master as well as a Trend 2 just to see how those shapes kind of line out with each other. But let's just go ahead and keep this one simple. Let's jump out to the lanes and see what the Helios has. That got way right of 7. Nice and slow. So the Helios might actually be the benchmark reaction that I've been looking for a while. The Ordnance C4 was a little too weak to be a benchmark for me. The Zen Master was a little too strong to be a benchmark for me. Did not like the High Road Max. A lot of solid balls really haven't matched up super well with me. They've been more utility, but my benchmark reactions have actually come from hybrids and even Pearl type bowling balls, mostly because you bowl on so much friction all the time. That's just the way it goes. But the Helios is clean enough for me to not lose the ball reaction in the front part of the lane every time. It gets through the heads relatively easily. You know, obviously it's still a solid cover bowling ball. It's still got a decent amount of surface, so it does burn up a little bit more evenly front to back than more of a shiny type bowling ball like even a Trend 2. But really, this one is able to allow me to see the spot as I need to. So who do I think that this ball is going to fit really well with? Well, it's going to be a pretty diverse bowling ball. It's one that with the benchmark style reaction that I see it having, Your low rev guys are gonna like it because they're gonna be able to play further right with it, and it's just gonna be nice and even off the spot, and it doesn't do anything super stupid in a lot of friction. It might burn up, it might leave a little bit more 10 pins for lower rev guys just because of how strong the cover is, but it's still gonna do more than a Zen Master, and also it's gonna be a little bit more even and continuous than even like an IQ Tour. I think it's gonna work great for your mid-level guys, your 250 to 400 rev rate guys, because they're gonna be able to play in the track pretty well with it and just creep left, just letting that controlled reaction work, and actually be able to get further left with it than maybe some other solid type bowling balls, because it's got that little bit more pop down lane. For your high rev guys, this thing handles the cliff pretty well. I did get to bowl on a pretty cliffed off house shot with it, and even though I had to start really far left with it for game one, it was able to get around the corner and get 10 pins out right away, which on something like that, normally I struggle with because that reaction is too slow when I get that far left. So I think it works for them pretty well too. It's so weird having a ball that I can say, I really think this is gonna work well for a lot of people, but this is one that I think will. So if you like the IQ Tour, if you are a fan of a benchmark style reaction where it's a little clean, a little smooth, and a little even down lane, the Idol Helios is the new one. So again, big thank you to everybody here at Weston Lanes and Dale and Rhino over at Striking Edge Pro Shop. If you need anything Pro Shop related, please be sure to give them a call. I have their contact information in the description below. But that is gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. Go check out the Helios. I think you're really gonna like it. Oh yeah, and before you go, hit that like button, share this with your friends, and also subscribe. But honestly, guys, thank you so much for all your support. That's gonna be it for this one. And don't forget, your best life is a 10-pin life. See ya.